Well, hello folks, Sam Owens here, and we have a great product for the automobile to test those DTC codes, you know, when you get the check engine light, or just check your vehicle, the computer in it, to see if there's any issues that are not displayed. It's the GOOLOO DEEPSCAN OBD2 model DS200 scanner, and this is it. They all look basically the same. They have all the diagnostic and bidirectional software in here to analyze your car, and also you can send signals to turn things on, like your roof. You can open, close it, your tailgate, and your instrument panel. You can check your speedometer, odometer, all kinds of things you can check. You can also do a performance test with your vehicle. And we're going to go through some of this, and but first I'm going to give you some basics to get you started easily without you having to struggle to find out just how to do this. This works with an app on your smartphone. So I have an iPhone, and it works well with it. I've already connected it. These talk together with Bluetooth. There's no wiring or anything. So what you have to do is first download an app, and we're going to go through that. What you need to do, though, is look at the owner's manual, or actually they call it a quick reference guide. And let me just show you, this is very difficult to read. Let's see, you go over here and you open this up, and look how small everything is. Even with my glasses, it's difficult. But there's an easier way to do this. All of this information is showing you how to get the app, the proper app, connect it Bluetooth, and be able to operate the app. It doesn't tell you anything about the operation of all of the tests and all of that. If you want to see that, and you do, you go over here to this area right here. This is a detailed user manual that tells you all about the test and everything. You want to look at this, because if you're not familiar with these scanners, this will explain the different tests and what it's looking for. And there's also a technical area. First thing you want to do, I suggest, is to scan this code. There's the QR code scanner, and then we just pull this up, and this is what you'll get. I've already gone through downloading the app and getting it connected to this with Bluetooth, so everything is ready to go. And I'm just going to briefly explain, when we get to the user manual, just how easy it is for you to do the same thing. So first thing is, you want to have your Bluetooth on, and you go, let me go back right down here. If you're not familiar with this, this is where you want to go to the first page, and right here you want Bluetooth, and it should be on right there. Now when you plug the scanner in, when it tells you to plug it in to do the Bluetooth pairing, see, you go over here, and it's going to appear right here. Notice it's searching for any Bluetooth devices that are looking to connect. And I'm going to show you what you're looking for is this right here, DS200_00L4. That will appear down there, and you will have to, first time, you'll have to click on it to connect, and then it will connect. When you plug this in, it's going to turn green when you have the power on, and you also, when you're going to do this scanning, you have to have the switch on, which the instructions are going to tell you that. Not the engine running, so just push the start button, and the power will be given to it and crank up the ECU in the car. It has to have power on it. And then when this is green, you're ready to pair with the Bluetooth. Then you get your phone close to it, and it will pair, and then this will turn blue. When this turns blue, you're connected between the two, and then the app can talk to this and you can do all your testing. When you're actually communicating with the car, this will flash blue. When you see it flashing blue, it means that data is going back and forth. Like I say, this is a bi-directional, meaning it can go two ways. You receive test information, and you can send activation, sensor activation signals to make things happen. So when you see bi-directional, that's what that means. And by the way, this is a VCI. It's a Vehicle Communications Interface, if you see that term, VCI. Okay, now I'm gonna look at how to get the app. That's the first thing you need to do, and the app is right there, DEEPSCAN. So it's like finding any app. You go to your app store and then put in DEEPSCAN, and your app will come up, and then you download it, and then you're ready to go. Now, this is what the app looks like when you bring up the home screen. Is right there. The user manual that I have, I've put it on my computer. I sent the file to my computer so that I can have it big, and also give you a screenshot in the video so you can see everything up large, and it'd be better than video in this. It's the same identical screens and everything. So let's go and connect this up to the car, and then we can begin, okay? So I've got my app up, I've got my Bluetooth on, and it's already, as soon as I plug this in, you're gonna see this connect and this turn blue. So let's go to the car. Okay, I got the phone opened up on the Bluetooth, and we'll see something happen. Now this is the way we want this. This is where my my OBD2 port is right up there, and I put it with this forward and plug this in, and it's going. I don't have the ignition on. The ignition is off right this moment, but it's getting power to this, but it's not seeing the ECU until we turn the switch on. Now I need to turn the switch on. Oh, it says right here, would like to communicate. Okay, there's power there to communicate, and I go okay. Okay, the first thing we're going to show is a diagnostic of my Mini Cooper. So I click here, and right here is all of the vehicles, and right here is mine installed. See, and BMW. Oh, all of those are installed. Okay, and here we go. And this is continue, and then we go to auto, VCI connection error. Okay, I need to connect it. Okay, connect now. And let's see. I'm not in the car right this minute, and we'll see if we're connected. And I'll see, there, it just connected. See, if no activity, it will disconnect after a while. When this is green up there, it's connected. Now I'm ready to do the automatic test. We're in a diagnostic. Enter the VIN manually, or tap read to acquire. Right here is read, and it'll automatically read it, and there's the VIN. And then we confirm, that's the correct one. And then here's the information about the vehicle. So you'll be able to see things about your chassis, a lot of things that you might not know about. And then we confirm, that's mine. establish communications. And it's going to automatically switch over. It pretty much does its own little thing in helping you to get to the proper point without you having to do it. Establish communication, scanning, control unit. And it's establishing, there you go. Now we haven't actually scanned it now. We want auto scan right here. We could go to profile or hot functions, and the user manual will explain each one of those. And right here are all of the modules, and then we have a scan button. So right here you could just scan one of them if you were looking. I think I did something. I'm going to go back, and I want to scan them all. And now it's going to go through and scan each one and give the results. So this will be one of the first tests you want to do, is to find out just what's going on with your vehicle. Okay. I do have an issue with the transmission in that I got a notice that I need to change the fluid. Well, I don't know why I need to change the fluid, but the fault tells you that. What's wrong? Okay, and here's no fault on each one of these gear lever, safety module, all of these. I see I can't use this thing to, let me just go up like this. And instrument panel, maneuvering assist, all kinds of things, and you may not have those items, and it'll tell you later. And you can do a report, or you can clear individual codes. So I'm going to go back over here and look at this transmission. I know I have that fault. Oop, there, I have to not push on the fault, but the actual thing. And read the DTCs. Transmission oil, shelf life exceeded. So it's been 5 years I've had that transmission fluid in, but I only got 36,000 miles. So it goes by the time. And right here's some information about it. Click that. And it's telling you right here, does not trigger a driver. In other words, I didn't get an engine fault light. It says the pump motor speed for the nominal pressure control exceeds the admissible wear value. Transmission oil does not provide the sufficient viscosity and needs to be renewed. So right there, it's telling you some information that you might not have known before. So that's one test that is valuable to me to know and understand why I need to change my transmission fluid. So it's not able to be as lubricating as it would if it were newer. So I'm going to be looking at that. And you have other things here, and they're explained in the user manual. I have not gone through every element of the user manual for all of this, but I wanted to make you aware of it. Okay, and so you can go back. Okay, so I didn't clear that fault, and I don't want to until I change the fluid. Now here is dynamic stability control. Let's see what that is. These are the only two faults I have. Oh, you got to click on that, not the fault. Okay, and now I'm going to read the code and see what it says. Okay, and again, here's the information about the code. All right, fault description, the control unit exchange information via the bus. So-called interface faults, invalid signals are stored when urgently required signals are only received in the form of a substitute value or as invalid signals. The fault is entered when and you can move up and get the rest of it. I'm not going to read the whole thing. You see, it's a lot of information, and sometimes it's just a fault condition, and it's not really a trouble. It's just it needed to do something, and this sounds like one of the things. I'm going to be taking it in for service anyway, and I'll have them to check that. But I know that there was something there with the drivetrain, and I do have a drivetrain light that says I need to check it. Okay, and I'm going to go back, and that's all of the codes. Instrument panel right here. We can go in and look at that. So let me do the active test on that, and general. Okay, all right, we're going to do 20% fuel gauge. Oh, I think I got to turn this on. Okay, there it is. Okay, and now back, and now I'll do 80%. And then we'll do speed reading. Let's see. Oh, turn signals. Start. Okay, and I can pause them and go back. Turn signal, and it's showing both of them instead of one at a time, but that's the turn signal. The other was emergency flash. Okay, and see, I can pause it, and I can go, let's see, to, that's pretty much it. Speed reading. There's the speedometer. It went up to 104. Okay, and let's see, we should have the revolution counter. Okay, that's this tachometer is up to 3 grand. Okay, the lights are not on. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you. Let's go back to the workbench. Okay, folks, this is the user manual for the DS200, and you'll be able to see this a lot better. Now we're going to go to the area which we just accomplished of getting the app set up. And here is the indicator for the VCI. There's the color ring, and here's the blue indicates that the Bluetooth is connected. Green indicates that the power is on, and if it's flashing blue, it'll be communicating with the vehicle's ECU. It's a 16-pin connector, and here is the app. So that's one of the first things you want to do is download that DEEPSCAN app so you can get started to connect your phone with the app by Bluetooth to the VCI. Okay, and then come on down, and there's a registration right here. It uses your email address only, no password needed, and you go next. And so this is explained in the app as it will encourage you to take the next step and explain it. And you can do the binding, which is pairing, 2 different ways, and they explain that here. It's best Bluetooth. And finally, you will get down here that when you have this plugged in, there will be power on this, and it'll turn green. You still need to put the vehicle switch to the on position. It doesn't have to be running, so don't put your foot on the brake and hit it, just so that the ECU is powered up. And then you will be able to connect with Bluetooth. One other thing is you have to activate the VCI. So you'll go through this step right here after it's connected. This is part of it, is activation. When you have Bluetooth, they connect together and they will talk, and then you can perform your test. Now this is the first screen that's going to come up. This is your home screen. Now this is important to see, and that step 1 and 2 show you to slide this, and there will be one more indication over here. They're only showing two, and right down here they talk about it, swipe left or right, and here are the three items. They only show these two, and this is hidden. Maintenance service functions, there's 8 of those, and they are right here, 3. And notice there's a more button. The rest of them will be behind the more button. And then right here is the toolbar, number 4. Let's see, toolbar, and these are the items. And it explains what they are is when you push on the auto scan, and we're talking about up here, or this is the diagnostic, and we'll see that in just a little bit when we perform the test. But they're going through this. This is when you would see that little screen to select your software for your car, and you have to download that. Okay, and then they have a demo section here, and then you got automatic or manual. You want the automatic, and it will discover your VIN number. It needs your VIN number, and right here, automatic, it's going to do it. And auto scan, this is the auto scan we're talking about, and this is all of the tests that are performed. And you can keep scrolling down, or actually you have to first hit the scan button down here, and then it will, you have a clear DTCs, and here are 2 faults, and you'll see a couple of faults on mine in this location. Right here, they give you an 888 number that you could call between these hours if you had a question that you couldn't find in the manual. All right, now we're going to go back to looking at the actual screen and doing some tests. And I'm on my workbench, and the Bluetooth will work from the car, which is in the garage, up to my workbench, so I don't have to be sitting in the car. And I'll show you a screenshot of the phone. Well, you can see this could be a valuable tool for your automobile to determine what is wrong when there's a code, a DTC code with a check engine light, or you just want to go through and diagnose the whole car and see if there's any hidden issues and understand them and get them corrected. It's a great tool. I really am impressed with all of the backup information. The user manual is outstanding, and the fact that you have an 800 number and a way of talking to people through the chat if you have an issue. Okay, folks, I want to thank you very much for watching my video.